Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. Today we have a special transmission and Q&A with Emmanuel to deepen into the energy and wisdom of silence and presence. These transmissions with Emmanuel offer us an opportunity not only to receive the alignments of the transmission, but also the wisdom of the guides. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions for Emmanuel on Mighty Networks. After Emmanuel offers his initial words of wisdom, we will be asking as many of these as possible about silence and presence. If you'd like to submit questions for future sessions and you haven't yet joined us online, you can by visiting the link in the chat box now. Okay, let's get started. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that transmits this work out to the world and supports all those who are engaged in it. I'm here today to guide you into and out of the session. Now, we do have some newcomers today, so I'd like to share a little bit to give you some context for the work. Over the last 20 years, Asil has studied amongst various spiritual traditions. About a decade ago, he had a strong experience that opened a connection that we now refer to as the channel. This is a powerful connection of both energy and wisdom, which Asil embodies and transmits as a trance channel. Through this connection, the energy passes through him and reaches those who tune into the transmission, either live or recorded. This energy contains specific frequencies and words of wisdom that can impact your physical, mental, emotional aspects, and some more subtle aspects of your own energy field. This energy allows you to align, to go deeper in your meditation, to connect deeper with your own consciousness, and receive guidance to support your journey into consciousness evolution. Asil's process for going into trance includes spontaneous hand and body movements and rapid breathing. It will not seem normal, but we assure you everything is okay. His human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop the embodiment at any time. While this is happening, you can use the time to find inner silence and stillness, and depending on your level of meditation practice, establish a sense of presence and inner alignment. The channel will bring in guides who specifically present themselves with the names that humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels or archangels, but they never refer to themselves as such. Once the energy builds, an energetic field is established. Then an energetic alignment will begin. People report having powerful experiences even during video recordings. So it's really simple. During this time, sit comfortably or lie down and focus on being in an open meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've included yourself within this field. During the session, you can invite your higher self in. You can set an intention, perhaps, to release old wounds, thoughts, emotions, or anything that no longer serves you. People do share that things come up despite the absence of an intention. So if that approach feels better for you, just flow with it. During the session, we recommend that you listen in a space where you will not be interrupted, and you turn off your device notifications. We also recommend that you stay tuned in throughout the entire session. But if you're in a deep meditative state, it's okay if you aren't able to follow every word. The benefit of staying with us is what's most important, and the words can be listened to or read again later. When the session is over, we'll sit together in silence for a few moments before I guide everyone back. For now, get comfortable and enjoy your journey. We'll see you back here on return.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to you, all of those that are new to this work and are ready to experience this Q&A with Emmanuel, a channeled angelic being who is in some ways an ambassador between humanity and higher planes of consciousness. He is gracious enough to answer some of those human questions we have about the human experience as well as the journey towards self realization, the journey towards becoming a conscious creator. One of the first steps of this journey is silence and presence. It seems that in a moment of silence and presence, when our thoughts, our emotions, our physical actions, activities are all relaxed and quieted down, there is a level of presence that comes into place that allows us to see, observe from a higher perspective all that we are. More than just seeing with the eyes and observing with the mind. This is an observation from an even higher perspective of the self. This type of observation allows for realizations to occur. And realizations are the stepping stones towards self realization, are the stepping stones of awakening, are the stepping stones of enlightenment, conscious creatorship, divine union, oneness. There's many words in this journey, many of milestones and many stepping stones. So we start in the most fundamental one, silence and presence. If you haven't seen yet the Elohim transmission about silence and presence, I highly recommend that one first as well. These transmissions are preparation for the course that we're going to be holding in April called Foundations. And Foundations in itself is an important milestone and stepping stone, a starting point on this journey, specifically guided by these guides that support us in this journey. We feel very blessed, very supported, very much so loved and cared for, as we are given instructions, meditations, divine energetic support, transmissions, pretty much everything we would need to support ourselves and our choices on the journey of awakening, on the journey of growth. And this journey doesn't have to be alone. This journey doesn't have to be all done by your own will, doesn't have to be forced and pushed. Yet it can happen when you make that choice. And you'll be able to join in with many others that are going through the same experience. And in this group momentum, there is a lift that is established through the group, the field of the group, the energy of the group, supported by higher planes of consciousness. Foundations is quite a magical experience. If you haven't done it yet, I highly recommend it. If you have done it, I highly recommend you do it again, because this one is going to be different. Thank you all for joining. Much love to all of you, and I will see you on the other side. Greetings. My name is Emmanuel. To witness the transformation of humanity, you must witness your own transformation first. As every moment offers an opportunity for transformation, every moment will offer opportunities laden with challenge, obstruction, obstacles, opposites, and paradoxes. You will witness that in the duality of the experience itself lies the very opportunity to transform, to evolve, to realize, to expand, to discover the non dual aspect of your existence. The present moment, therefore, is a key element to be observed, understood, and witnessed. Yet, most of human individuals move through the present moments without their awareness active, without their observation active. The present moments become yet another past moment to be stored in the many incomplete past experiences that are waiting to be seen, understood, and realized. And all of these past experiences, incomplete, unrealized, continue to project a certain future moments to be had for you to experience and re experience those incomplete moments so that you can truly evolve, so you can learn from life itself. And the solution, therefore, does not lie in the future, neither does it lie in the past. The potential and the power of your transformation lies in the very present moment. And yet, for this present moment to be activated, you must allow yourself to create that space, the space in which all aspects of your being find silence, quiet, a possibility to expand into, a possibility to bring your consciousness into an observational state of being, a state in which you can see yourself, all aspects of your being. Of course, you will recognize first the busy mind, the many thoughts that never stop and consistently cycle. Of course, you will notice the busy heart, the many emotions screaming to be heard, yet rarely felt. Of course, you will notice the body, loud enough to deliver you the message of pain, yet not loud enough in daily life, when all aspects of commitments and obligations have taken priority over self care, the care of this physical form. Therefore, the first moments of silence that you will experience will be filled with thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, including pain. Many of you will give up and state that silence is not for you, that silence is for a certain type of human being that has somehow magically mastered being silent in moments of silence. That the life that you've lived is somehow different than the life of those that have found silence. Yet, the human template, while offering many diversities, offers unique and aligned ways of being that are generally applicable to all humans. You can and will find silence. You can and will find presence. You can and will observe all that you are. You can and will realize and self realize. Allow yourself to be carried by the momentum of this group, as in the energetic field established by a group of individuals will allow finding this moment of silence to be with greater ease. Thoughts will subside, emotions will calm, physical sensations will quiet. And this may indeed be a momentary experience and temporary for the time of this moment of silence together. Yet know that even the smallest moment of silence will allow realizations to occur and alignment to emerge from within you, providing you completion of the past and offering greater possibilities of the future. A strengthening of your alignment, bringing your power back into the very moment of your existence, infusing you with the power that you have always held within you, making you yourself the most powerful individual of your own life, making you free, independent, alive, loving, and healthy. Qualities every individual understands. Qualities every human strives for. Listening to the journey, listening to the voice within, the voice that rarely speaks, the voice that has no judgment, the voice that always loves, the voice of your soul, carrying you forward, carrying you into this very moment, a moment of expansion, of healing, of alignment, a moment of self realization, a moment of connection. You are here to be connected and loved. You are here to understand that unity in existence can occur even in this dualistic form. That you are never alone and never were. That this individualized form is merely a temporary illusion to provide a spectacle of experiences. And with this knowing, will you choose to follow the voice that has led you here? Thank you for listening to my words. I will now answer some of your questions.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Binthao asks, can silence and presence be truly achieved while listening to a guided meditation? Can silence within truly exist regardless of the noise outside?
Certain external factors will support finding your way into silence and presence. In the beginning, these factors will be necessary. Consciously choosing a silent environment is therefore a factor that will assist you, especially in the beginning. Listening to certain type of frequencies or music will provide the type of alignment and distraction to the mind to silence so that you can walk this path easier at first. As you can see, these are the early steps. Eventually, you will find silence and presence at your will in any environment, in any noise level, in any sensation and level of intensity. No matter the circumstances, you will find your silence, and your alignment. Yet, this is a path of practice. It is a path of consistently allowing yourself to find this level of silence with greater ease, allowing the present moment to become the most important moment of your life. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Christina asks, I feel that when I'm in silence, so much is occurring within and around. I would love to understand what is happening in my energetic structure, in my field, when I am in silence and presence, and what I am emitting in the surroundings due to this silence and presence. Can you elaborate?
Silence will allow you first and foremost to find a deeper level of presence. Observation will emerge. The observation will lead to realizations. Realizations will lead to alignment. The alignment of your inner and outer world. And truly, changes occur as these realizations complete, and as the past that has been driving your present and your future is readjusting. Therefore, a moment of silence and presence can truly impact your immediate environment of the present and of the future. A moment of true silence can impact relations, can impact your perspective of yourself and of reality, can impact your health and well being. All aspects of your being are connected to this moment of silence. This is the potential that is held in this very moment of silence. You carry it well, and you will see the benefits and the changes occurring immediately in your environment, within yourself, and within all relations of yours. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Brett asks, how do transmissions like these assist us in deepening our silence and presence?
The energetic field that is established carries a certain frequency, a frequency into which all of those that are listening are connected into and are synchronized with, a frequency that allows for the mind, the heart, and the physical body to quiet even further. Therefore, the energetic field established is in support of finding deeper states of silence. A deeper state of presence emerges as a result of these transmissions, giving you the opportunity for the great observations of your life to occur, for the completions of the past to occur, for realizations to emerge within your being, integrate into your existence, and expand into future moments. Therefore, these transmissions are a specific type of space, an energetic space established for all of you seeking to find transformation, realization through the pathway of silence and presence. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Noel asks, if you're performing a physical or mental activity that puts you in what's called a flow state, is that considered being in silence and presence?
You will find states of silence and presence in activities, within thoughts, and within emotions. Yet understand these are mere gateways to true silence and presence, which requires all aspects of your being to find that silence. No activity, no thought, no emotion. The pure depths of your soul emerging from that state of being. This is true silence. Yet utilize the pathways that bring you to a greater state of quiet, a deeper state of presence, and continue to explore even deeper states of silence. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Nicholas asks, I was traumatically separated from my son 8 years ago. How does one get to a place of listening to the voice of the soul in the midst of experiencing trauma from either events in the moment or events after?
Traumatic experiences in life carry tremendous potential and fuel for evolution. In the moment of the experience, the emotions are strong, the thoughts inconceivably overwhelming, the physical sensations potentially overstimulating. All of these experiences, while being part of the human form, can be held and transformed. In the moment of the traumatic experience, first, allow your entire system to self regulate itself. The trauma itself is too fresh to be processed. First, it has to move. The energy of the trauma itself has to move through your entire being, through the mental construct, through the emotional and the physical, through the energetic spiritual construct. The energy of the trauma will most likely create disturbance in various aspects of your being, deconstruct existing constructs, and potentially create damage to well functioning aspects of your being. This is the moment when healing truly begins. Finding your pathway through all aspects of your being that this trauma has caused an imbalance, a misalignment, a dissonance, or has brought up aspects of your being that had required a healing, a clearing, and a realignment from the very past. All aspects of your being are subject to change. are subject to heal, are subject to realign. Whatever you can do after the moments of a traumatic experience to find a greater level of presence and peace, do so. Bring yourself, your mind, your heart, and your body into this state of quiet, into this state of silence, and allow the energy and the presence of this silence itself, the energy of this love of creation to recreate you, to realign you, to reconstruct you into an even greater human being, where all aspects of the trauma have transformed into realization, into strengthening, and a deeper level of presence. The incidents of life clearing, integrating, and making you a stronger being after all. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. I believe that never before, Jan asks, I believe that never before have physical beings been asked to change so quickly. In developing silence and presence, our nervous systems must handle increased energies and information. Can you suggest ways to build capacity in our nervous system so that we may best handle the evolution of light within ourselves?
Your observation is correct. Humans are being challenged to evolve faster than they have ever evolved. Evolution of their consciousness requiring the evolution of their energetic spiritual construct, the evolution of their physical, their emotional, as well as their mental constructs. A greater level of capacity to hold the increasing energies on this earthly plane. All of these important aspects of the evolution of humanity. Consistent practice, the space and time for your consciousness to align, to realign, to deconstruct and reconstruct, to change and shift accordingly, to build a greater capacity. Completing the incomplete aspects of the past will bring forth a greater capacity. Developing a stronger sense of presence in the very moment will increase your level of capacity. Your level of presence will bring forth a greater level of alignment, and alignment itself will increase your capacity. Experiences of life will become easier to receive, easier to witness, easier to experience, easier to embrace. As you have found ways to embrace yourself and all facets of your being, you will find that meditation, nature, breath, health oriented practices, health oriented nutrition, health oriented thoughts, supportive and loving emotions, health conscious rest will all be a necessary element for the journey forward. You will find many pathways to increasing capacity, to healing, transforming, and integrating the past, as well as finding greater levels of presence. The pathway that we provide is merely one of many. It is the pathway that we have determined to be the most transformative in this time of humanity's existence. Therefore, it is our gift to all of you to receive this work with grace and to allow yourself to be impacted, to allow yourself to realize and self realize, to transform and evolve. Receive this gift with grace. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Amanda asks, are there specific ways in which our depth of silence and presence is related to our ability to become conscious creators? If so, would you please provide some guidance on this connection?
The depth and the quality of your presence will determine the power that you hold in the very moment. The power you hold in the very moment will provide you with the opportunities to touch upon and open the many possibilities of future moments to evolve before you. The less the future that is unfolding is driven by the past that is incomplete, the more choice you will have. Your conscious creatorship will have emerged to an entire new level of possibility as you have become more conscious of who you are, of all aspects of the past that you have transformed, of all aspects of the future that no longer are required to be recreated by the past. You have become aware of who you are in the very moment. You have become aware of the power that you hold in the very moment. Your perspective has expanded beyond the perspectives you used to hold of yourself and of others, of life itself. You are in the process of becoming a conscious creator. Conscious creatorship begins in the very moment, in the present moment, in the alignment, in the strength, in the power that you hold in this present moment within your being. This is the connection of silence and presence to conscious creatorship. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Nancy asks, it seems like action words like try are counterintuitive to getting to a state of silence and presence. But how do we try to settle our noisy minds and our loud emotions in a moment when we want to get into a state of silence and presence?
My recommendation to you is just continuing to do what you have been doing. Try occurs when doubt emerges. The doubt that what you are doing is not working or will never work. A fear that comes along with this doubt to influence the outcome of silence and presence. The nature of silence and presence is that it is a primordial state of being. All beings have access to silence and presence. The many layers of your being merely have to subside one by one. Thoughts and emotions and physical sensations will quiet until you reach that original state of your being. It is merely a consistency, a desire to continue this journey knowing that it will work for you as it has for many before you. Trusting that this journey and this path carries a solution for you as well. You are loved, you are cared for, and you are held in every effort of yours to find a greatest sense of silence, presence, and alignment. Our commitment is to support you once you have chosen to support yourself. As you walk this path, we will walk it along with you. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for your words.
Thank you for listening to my words, for receiving this perspective, this gift. Understand that humanity is going through a great change, a great transformation, as this entire earthly plane is changing in itself, impacting the earth itself to change, impacting all living beings to change. You are the one that can choose to walk this path consciously, to direct your energy aligned with the impulses and the strength of the force of change moving through this plane. Allow it to carry you and allow yourself to be supported along the way. Find those that are resonant and aligned with your being and support those that request for assistance and support. Together, you will find great strength and great love in this journey of evolution. Thank you for receiving this work. Thank you all for joining. I am a little speechless right now, so I'll keep it very short. I'm grateful that we have this type of support in a time of great change. And I'm grateful that you have found your way to this place. I'm grateful for your trust and for the transformational potential that you carry. And I know that whatever you do for yourself will impact all of those around you. We are here to support all and everyone that choose to walk this path with us. It is not a religion, a belief system, a dogmatic system. It is not requiring to give up anything that you currently believe or currently practice. It is a support mechanism for the transformation of humanity, for the evolution of consciousness. And as you're walking it, we are being guided and supported along the way. Feel free to share this message with anyone that you think is resonant with this work and this delivery. Blessings to all of you.
Welcome back. Take the time to return to your body. Take as much extra time as you need coming back. If you'd like to stay in this state, feel free to close or turn off your device now and return on your own time. You can always revisit the replay to catch anything you may miss. I invite the rest of you now to return awareness to your body. Perhaps bringing the attention to the breath, just noticing the way it moves in and out. Bringing your attention to the room or space you're in. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. We thank you for joining this session. I would like to mention the ways you can support Ascension One and the work of the channel by donation as well as by participation in our latest survey. This work is possible because of your support. As you would imagine, it takes a village to bring the channel to this space and then beam it out to all of you. If you find this of value, please consider supporting us to keep this work accessible. There are links in the chat with options for giving. We care about the impact our work has on the world, and most importantly, we want to know how these energy transmissions and these words impact you. We have created a short survey for you to share about your experience with the transmission. So please consider filling this out to help us know how this work is impacting you. It's extremely supportive for our evolution of our offerings. Click on the link in the chats or on our social media platforms to access this survey. Thank you. Take care of yourself. If you can, give yourself some time before you jump into your next thing. If you can't, try to carry this feeling with you and add it into whatever you have to do. I feel the silence and presence within each of you. It fills my heart with joy. See you again soon. Take care.